Hi guys, it's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sands. Thanks for catching me live and also for checking out the replay. Hello, it's LaShanda here. How are you? Welcome. I'm back on Periscope. What's up? Welcome, guys. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. I help entrepreneurs make sense of making money online. As you know, I am always here to bring that fire and that focus. So if you've been here before, that phrase that pays, hey, lipstick chatter, fire, drop that into the comment box. Mwah. Hey, what's up, my girl Rhonda? Nice to have you here. Of course, if you're a newbie, I always have to give the newbies some love. Hi to the newbies. Hello and welcome. Guys, listen, so today I am talking about sales and how to not suck at sales, okay? This is for my fellow entrepreneurs out there, my women entrepreneurs who are so savvy and so motivated to make money online, but so hate to sell. I am going to be talking to you guys. It's been so long since I've caught your scope. Oh, I know it's been so long since I've been on Periscope on a regular basis, but I'm here and I'm excited. So listen, guys, if you know somebody or maybe a few bodies who may be interested in talking about sales today, definitely swipe up, left to right, share it with your circle, let them know that Sister Sense is alive. Hey Leslie, welcome to you. So again, I'm going to talk about sales. I'm all about bringing that fire and that focus, so let us jump in, okay? Now, I want to do this session in particular because I actually was talking to one of my inner circle clients and we were just having a really amazing session as far as sales and pricing and strategy. And she was like, do you teach this stuff? And I'm like, usually I talk about this stuff in one-on-ones, but I'm going to do a Periscope about it because she's always watching my Periscopes. I know you're probably on this right now going, she's talking about me. But I said, okay, I'm going to talk about it on Periscope because she loves my Periscopes. But there are three common struggles when it comes to sales, okay? 1, 2, 3 common struggles when it comes to sales. And as I mentioned these, you can drop a 1, a 2, or 3, or all of the above if any of these apply to you, okay? So my little one is being very distracting because he's determined to say hello. Hey. Okay,
Hi.
good. Go. He just came from Taekwondo. So if he is right here, he has to be in the scope, no matter what. So first of all, let's talk about, thank you all, let's talk about the common issues that a lot of people have, okay? So number 1 is I'm not making any sales, okay? Again, you can drop a 1, 2, and a 3 if any or all of these apply to you. Number 1, I'm not making any sales. Number 2, I'm not making as many sales as I would like. Or number 3, they don't want to buy. Either they don't want to buy because they say it's too expensive or they can't do it right now. They've got like 1,001 reasons, but for whatever reason, they don't want to buy. So 1, 2, or 3, those are the common struggles that a lot of women entrepreneurs deal with. And I see some of y'all coming in right now. Hey, what's up? I'm talking about how to not suck at sales. First and foremost, just kind of want to level the playing field, throwing out there those common areas that people feel like they struggle with. Again, number 1, people saying, I'm not making any money, I'm not making any sales right now. Number 2, I'm not making as many sales as I would like to. Or number 3, being frustrated because folks are just like, I can't afford it, I can't pay for it, blah, blah, blah. You feel like you just want to just throw your hands up in the sky and just give it all away for free. Okay? Hey, welcome. So I'm going to talk about those things, right? Not making any sales. The struggle is real, right? So I'm going to talk about those 3 areas today. I will go over 4 different mistakes that I see people making and essentially how you can correct that stuff, right? I know the struggle is real when it comes to this kind of thing, right? So again, if you feel like sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, really getting focused and fired up, hey, what's up, sweetie? How are you, Faye? Is something that somebody or maybe a few bodies in your circle would be interested in, feel free to share up, swipe left or right, and invite your folks. Thank you for inviting your circle, Faye, to be here. Okay, so y'all ready to take some notes? You ready? Yes. I can see some yeses in there. Y'all ready for me? Okay. So here's the first thing, okay? I'm actually going to dive into 4 different options that I see people putting out there, okay, that kind of screw them up in one way, shape, or form, okay? So, option number one, and I don't want you to laugh at this when I say this, but this is real. Option number one is they have no options, okay? They have no options. None. None. Real talk. I have entrepreneurs in my circle, and you can say, yay, you talking about me right now. I have entrepreneurs in my circle who are amazing. They know what they know. Maybe they're transitioning from the corporate world to being an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be. They have no offers right now, but they've got a business they've started. They're marketing, they're doing social media, they've got a website, or they're doing research on what to do. They're watching other people and taking in all this information. They're reading a lot of books, or they're networking. They're going to events and they're trying to learn and absorb and meet new people. But at the end of the day, they have absolutely nothing to sell. And you can't sell if you don't have products. You can't sell if you don't have packages. And I know I said, don't laugh when I give you that first one, because real talk, that's one of the things that people are struggling with, right? Outside of, jumping this important part of the step, outside of marketing and meeting people and making connections, you have to have products and you have to have packages that you are actually selling, okay? So anybody fall into this boat, you could drop a yes if that number one applies to you. But I'm going to share some recommendations around packages and products and getting out of the no offer zone. And then I'm going to move into the other three because I got 4 of these to share with you. Okay. So far I'm not seeing any yeses. So I'm assuming that nobody is in the no offer zone that's at least watching me live anyway, which is a good thing. Either you're not there or you don't want to say that you are. But, hey, sweetie, it's good to have you on my scope today. Did you get my email? I sent you an email. But that is something that a lot of people struggle with, okay? So again, either they're marketing, they're networking, or they're researching, they're doing all of these INGs, except for the most important ING, which is creating packages and products that people could actually purchase, okay? So if you're in that boat, okay, I see my girl saying yes. If you're in that boat, I'm going to talk about a few packages and products that you could potentially start with that are on the easier spectrum. I say easy in the sense of 2 things. Number one, easy as far as the amount of time, energy, and money you have to put into creating these. Number one, easy in the sense of, how do I best phrase it? Easy in the sense of being able to start where you are with what you have. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Tequila, how are you, sweetie? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so working with what you have, I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 different kinds of packages that you could potentially start with that are on, again, the easier side of the spectrum. All right, you guys ready? Number one for me, I feel that service, hey, what's up, sweetie? I feel that service packages are, for me, by far, one of the easiest things to put together, because it's a skill set that you can say, I have this skill set, this is what I can do for you, this is what I can get done for you, this is my magic, boom, right? So you just need to create the package, lay out what you're offering, what you can do, and then people can sign up to buy that. That, to me, that's by far the easiest thing to sell and the fastest thing to sell. Anyway, I'm a web designer. For those of you who are like, who is this chick? I'm a web designer, and at the end of the day, selling my service, selling the things that I can do with these 2 hands are the easiest things for me to sell. Okay, so a service package, number one. So you want to think about for yourself, if you are in a space where you're a service professional or you can provide some sort of service, what is that actual service, number one, and what is your package going to look like? Okay, that's very, very, very important. So if you go to workwithme.sistersense.com, you'll see that I've got all my packages laid out. I'm ready. I'm ready for people when they come to me and say, I need you. I want to work with you. Okay, so you have to have that done. Here's another one. Live training. Okay, live training. Some of you want to create information products, ebooks, and courses. That stuff takes time to put together. If you know how to do the packaging and the design and all that good stuff. Thanks for sharing that with for me, Rhonda. Workwithme.sistersense.com. If you know how to put together your packages and all that stuff, it may be slightly easier for you, but if you don't, then you've got to pay for other people to edit your course or design it or put graphics together and all that other stuff. So doing something that is a pre-recorded course or putting together an information product like an ebook may take a little bit more time than doing a live training, because with respect to a live training, you can plan for it, you can start to promote it, and then when it sells, you can work through it as you go. You know, some people get everything together before they actually make that happen. But I know a lot of entrepreneurs that are just awesome at what they do. They put out their live training and they work on it on the fly as they're doing the training. So as far as speed, what you can do with what you have and not necessarily having to put a whole lot of content out there before you begin, live training is another option to go with. Audio. Okay, so that's another example, especially in my space, because I tell people all the time, I'm a web designer, I work with clients. At the end of the day, if I'm not building a website or if I'm not on a clarity call, I don't have the time to sit down and write a book. I just don't have it. Writing takes a lot of time and energy and effort and editing. So with respect to sharing information, more often than not, I would rather do an audio than do a written because it takes less time to do. Okay, so number 3, audio. And then last but not least, print on demand. Somebody said, I know that. All right, so you know, you got me. You understand what I'm talking about right now. Last but certainly not least, print on demand. I'm actually rocking my Black Business Women Online t-shirt, one of my social networks, Black Business Women Online, for women entrepreneurs of color. And yesterday, no, because I didn't do a Periscope yesterday. The day before yesterday, when I did a Periscope, one of the ladies was asking me, because I mentioned that, you know, I have a new brand called Bright Colors, t-shirts and notebooks and mugs and all this good stuff. And so one of the ladies said to me, you know, how do you do that? How do you put your t-shirts together? And I actually did a training on print on demand and graphic tees. This summer, I did a mastermind called How to Monetize Your Blog. And in that mastermind, I did an intensive. I think some of you guys were in my intensive. I know Rhonda was, on how to create print-on-demand products. Print-on-demand for me is again on the easier side if you want to start creating packages and products, because number one, you don't have to go and put in a huge investment to get your t-shirts, to get your mugs, to get your, you know, I've got a young lady, she does stationery. So to get your print-on-demand product done, you don't necessarily have to invest a lot of money in doing that. Somebody says working on that. Okay. Number one, so it's cost-effective. And number two, it's relatively quick. Okay, and when I say relatively quick, I mean that there are a lot of print. Somebody just said to me, where? There are a lot of print-on-demand companies. I mean, there's Cafe Press. When I did my first self-published book, I used Lulu.com. Again, I talk about how do we do that. So I'm going to mention it in a little bit. I'm just kind of giving you guys some options right now. But in the mastermind, the Monetize Your Blog course that I did in the summertime, I talked about how to do this. I think it was about 3 hours. I did a whole intensive about this, and it's in one of my courses. Now, side note, because a couple of you guys are asking me, how do you do it? How do you do it? Again, print on demand. There are different companies that you could go to for self-publishing. I've used Lulu. There's Cafe Press, which is very popular. You know, there are different companies that you can use. I've tried different ones. I talk about specifically outside of the companies that I've recommended to you guys just a while ago. I talked about how I do the process, how I set up my store, how I create my graphics in the course. That course is actually one of 27 courses that I have available, and you can take a look at them over at sistersense.com/27. I have this amazing bundle of all my courses, and that is one of them. It's called the Monetize Your Blog course, and in that I talk about how to create your own print-on-demand products. But again, you're welcome to do the research, Google it if that's what you want to do. If you want to know how I do it, I do talk about it as one of the 27 courses that I have available on my website. So those are some options as far as, oh, I don't have a product. Once more, please. Oh, okay. So the website is sistersense.com/27. If you want to get access to the 27 courses that I have, and the training I did on print on demand and graphic tees is inside the course that's called Monetize Your Blog. That's like the first of the 27 courses that's in there, and you get to watch the videos of me explaining how I do print on demand. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. So option number one, you're welcome. Option number one here is if you are struggling because when it comes to sales, you've launched your business, you're marketing, you're networking, you're researching, but you're not creating products. The first thing that you have to do is create products. So I just shared with you all a couple of examples of some products that you can start with, again, that are either working with what you've got via time-wise, profit-wise, resource-wise, or relatively quick versus other things that you could potentially do, okay? Now, inside of my 27 courses that I just mentioned, there are actually some really good ones that you probably would be interested in. So one that I just mentioned was the Monetize Your Blog course. Another one is called Content to Cash Flow. And in that course, I share how I create digital content and how you can do the same. So if you're interested in becoming an information entrepreneur, creating information products, I break it down in that course called Content to Cash Flow. One of my more popular courses is Pro Webinars. I don't know about you, but I personally like to sit in my office and teach people across the states and around the globe. And Pro Webinars is the training in which I shared how to create webinars for profit or promotion. So of the 27 courses, just to kind of highlight a few, if you go there and you're like, what might be interesting to me with respect to actually creating offers, those are 3 examples of trainings that I have. Okay, so like I said, right now we're talking about how to not suck at sales, and there are 4 type of offers that could potentially be hurting you right now, or limiting your ability to generate the kind of revenue that you want to generate. All right, somebody says I need everything. Well, that's why I did the bundle, because one of the things about people in my circle is they go, oh my God, you have so much stuff, I don't know what to choose from. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to do this bundle to just make it easier for people. I soft launched the bundle a couple of weeks ago. So right now it's literally $97 for all 27 courses. And I usually charge about $100 up for a course. So that's like $2,700 if I was to sell all of these individually. What's the name? It's my best bundle ever. It's just 27 courses. But if you go to sistersense.com, it's /27. So sistersense.com /27. I soft launched it at $97 so that I can test it out and people could review it. Today is the last day it's $97 because it's going up to $497, which is the price that I want to set it at and keep it at. But because I'm soft launching it, it's $97 now, and then I'm going to change it either tonight or tomorrow morning. Somebody goes, no way. Well, I'm not doing it yet, but I am going to either do it tonight or tomorrow morning. So if you beat me to it, you can get all 27 for $97, okay? So that's offer number 1. That's hurting a lot of folks. Number 2, okay? You are the person who has the, I'm going to give you, I have mine. It's great. Awesome. Tiffany, you got it. Good stuff. So good. I have somebody who got it and during the soft launch period. Yes. Everything in the bundle because I'm soft launching it. I've been testing it, kind of like reorganizing content and having people go in and making sure that everybody gets everything the way it needs to be. So this is the test, get it in while you could test it and review it and all that good stuff, right? So there's a reason why it's $97. And then as I go in the next couple of weeks, it's going up from there. So yeah, I know, right? But it's got all that good stuff in there. So on that page, because I see a couple of you guys have questions about it, you can get all the information, sistersense.com /27. So the next offer that hinders people, they struggle with sometimes, is it's all free offer, okay? It's all free. So some folks struggling right now because they have no offer, number one. Other folks are struggling with sales because everything they offer is all free. It's all free. Like, you can raise your hand. Like, if right now the vast majority, if not everything that you offer is free right now, because you've got opt-in offers, you've got free consultations, you got, everything. You just take it. Just take it. I work with a lot of, and Tequila's laughing at me right now, but I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. I work with a lot of women, and they say different things. Like, I just want to put my stuff out there and see if it works. So I don't mind giving away for free right now. Nope, can't do that anymore. Somebody's like, nope. Am I ready for the bundle? Well, you know what's interesting about the bundle, to be honest with you? Once you get it, you have it. So if you're ready for it right now, great. There are probably some things in it that you're ready for right now because it's 27 courses. So you may be ready for a few of these right now, and I say phase in the other ones as needed. Where you going?
Egypt.
What time is it?
Dad told me 8 o'clock.
Daddy told you 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm telling you 7:30. You got 30 minutes. I'm outside, y'all, so I have to be mommy and mogul at the same time. 30 minutes. Yeah, well, you got to come home. You got to read. You got to eat. You got to get ready for bed. 30 minutes. Okay. Mommy mode. Daddy said 8 o'clock. No doggone 8 o'clock. You got to be in bed by 8:30. That is not happening. Okay. Forgive me, y'all. So, if the struggle is real and either everything you give away is free, you cracking up with me right now? Rhonda's cracking up right now. If the struggle is real with you and either everything you have is free or the majority of stuff that you have right now is free, I'm going to talk to you about that, okay? I'm going to talk to you about free, how to do it, how to work it, how to fix it, all that good stuff, okay? Well, just 7:30. So look at a clock in his house, and then when you see 7:30, bring your behind on home. He's struggling with me right now in this 30 minutes situation. He's having issues. Okay. Okay. See, this is why you write notes. So even when the baby says some crazy stuff, you can still stay on track. That's why you write down your notes. So, okay, like I said, I'm going to talk about free and how you do it the right way. Okay, three things for you to keep in mind. Okay, free. If you are going to give stuff away for free, there should be a reason behind it. There should be a system to it, and everything needs to work for you. If free does not work for you, you cannot work it into your business, okay? So right now, first thing you have to assess, if the stuff that you are giving away for free right now is not working for you, stop working it into your business. Get rid of it or modify it. Because if it's not doing anything for you, why have it, okay? Now, a couple of things. Some folks give stuff away for free either because they are afraid of money, they're afraid of pricing, they're afraid of the rejection, like they're afraid of, people walking away. You got to be okay with all of that stuff. And I know my girl who's here right now, we had a real good one-on-one about that, right? Being in a space where you have to be okay with people walking away from you. Because some of y'all can't hear, well, I don't have it right now, or I don't got it right now, or, ooh, girl, can't you help a sister out? Can't you give me something for free, right? You can't stand to hear those things because it kind of puts you in your feelings, and you find yourself in a situation where you're just like, okay, here, just have it, just have it, just have it. You can't do that. One of the ladies in my circle, close friend of mine actually, and she was a client of mine as well, she had a book, and wherever she went, she would bring her book, but she would give her book away. She would give her book to everybody. Like, seriously, anybody she saw, she'd be like, hey, I've got a book, and here it is, and here it is, and here it is, and here it is. Unless it's Essence Magazine or T.D. Jakes or Steve Harvey, You don't need to be giving everybody your doggone book. It doesn't, it's not an instant gratification feel good if it's not strategically doing what it needs to do for your business, right? So Lynette said, speak the truth. So you feeling me? You get what I'm saying? Everything that you do for free, there has to be a reason behind it. And you can't just do it just to feel good or because you're afraid that they're going to walk away. You got to work through those fears, okay? So let's talk about three things. Number one, free with a reason. Over at backtobusiness.me. Backtobusiness.me. I have my Back to Business 5-day challenge, okay? It's a 5-day challenge. It's free. It's like 5 hours of webinars every day, an awesome webinar. I have some awesome speakers, Rosetta Thurman of Happy Black Women, the celebrity TV personality Kim Coles from Living Single. I've got Tiffany Alicia, the Budgetnista, Lucinda Cross, Chief Activator. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's a free challenge, but with reason. Why? Number one, it's an opt-in offer. So I want to give people an opportunity to take some amazing lessons from the speakers in my circle. I want them to be able to opt into my list. I want to build my list. And also I have something called Back to Business, the webinar conference every year, which is in October. So the challenge I use to not only create an opportunity to reach new people, build my list, but to tell people about the Back to Business webinar conference that's happening in about 2 months from now. So it's free, but with a reason. So first thing I said to you is this: if you do have stuff that you're giving away for free, you got to check yourself right now. Are you giving it away because you're afraid they're not going to buy it, they're not going to pay for it? Are you giving it away because for whatever reason, could be like a nervous twitch? Whenever you see somebody, you just like, here, you can have it, just take it. You just like, here, just take it. You just gave me an idea to implement. Ooh, good. Email me whatever idea I gave you. sistersense@gmail.com. Whatever idea it was, email me so we can talk about that idea. But that is something for you to keep in mind. It has to be free with a reason. So if you've got stuff right now and there's no reason behind why you're giving it away for free, stop it or fix it, okay? That's number one. Number two, my last workshop, some of you guys were at my workshop. Lynette was there. Faye was not at the last one. Oh, I missed my Faye, but you were at the January one. Rhonda was at the last one. I did a summer workshop here in North Carolina. So whenever I do my workshops, I put my foot in it, okay? First and foremost, put my foot in my workshops. That's what I got to do. I got to do that, right? But what I love to do when ladies come out is I love to surprise them. I don't know what it is with me and surprises, but I love to surprise. I feel like I'm Oprah. You know when Oprah does her favorite things, but what she used to on her talk show, and then everybody would be in the crowd like, oh my God, Oprah just gave me a car. I feel like Oprah when folks come out to my events and I can just give them a whole bunch of stuff. Rhonda says she does, no lie. So like my last event, usually I'll give out like my training CDs, a bag with like a bunch of stuff, my training CDs, magazines, my favorite flash drives. The last event, I think it was like on day 2, the ladies were working on their projects. And I was going around to everybody and I was working with them at the tables. And I was like, you know what, guys? Here, everybody gets a mouse. Everybody, my favorite mouse is Logitech, by the way. Logitech mobile mouses that I take everywhere. I gave everybody a mouse. And they were like, oh my God, is this for us? They were like, wait. I thought we had to pay for this. Folks were getting out their credit card because they were like, oh, LaShanda's going to ask me to pay for this mouse. I was like, no. This is yours. Take it. It's free. Free with a reason was number one, right? A reason of building your list, promoting an upcoming event, engaging your audience, all that good stuff, giving people an opportunity to get to know you. Ooh, I am sweating like nobody's business. Free with a reason was number one. Number 2 is free as a perk. So as a perk for being in my circle, I want to give you stuff, but you paid to be in my circle. So you paid to be a part of my workshop. So I'm going to say, you know what? One of the perks of being in my circle, coming out to my workshops, is that I give you my best CDs, my best gadgets, all of that good stuff. But I'm not just giving it away to people who haven't invested in me, who haven't said that they want to pay for something, right? So when you do give away stuff for free, can you add it as a perk, as value versus, ooh, I'm kind of devaluing what I do because I'm giving it to everybody for free. Tequila says, right. Okay, so you got me. You feeling me. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. I'm glad you're appreciating this. If you're watching it live or via the replay, feel free to share it with your circle because, again, I know a lot of entrepreneurs want to get better at sales, want to not suck at sales, and if you know them too, you can possibly direct them to this video, so maybe it can help, okay? So, free as a perk, number 2. Number 3, free as appreciation for the people who, again, have invested in you. Free as an opportunity to show appreciation and to maintain a connection. So let me give you example number 3. One of the ladies in my circle came out to my January workshop, had an amazing time. After I do my workshop, I jump right into another virtual mastermind. Like, boom, boom. Like, I do the live workshop and then I do a virtual. I noticed that this one particular lady, even though she came out to the live event, she didn't sign up for the virtual. And, I mean, people don't sign up for different reasons. You know, either it's not for them or they got different things going on or they can't because of budget reasons, you know, continue working with me. But based on what we did together in January, I really wanted to continue working with her. I wanted to show my appreciation for her coming out, and I wanted to maintain that connection. So I said to her, okay, well, listen, I noticed that you didn't sign up for the next mastermind, but you did come out to January, and I want to make sure that you maintain your momentum, so here, you can have it for free. So she stayed with me in the spring mastermind, and then she actually signed up for the summer mastermind. Okay, so that was an opportunity for me to, again, show my appreciation for an existing customer, to keep her within my fold. And funny enough, you know, even though I did give her the free mastermind because she paid for the January event, she then went and paid for the summer mastermind. Okay, so show appreciation. Use your freebies to show appreciation. Use your freebies to provide perks. Use your freebies. Rhonda says yes. Use your freebies with the incentive of building relationships with new and potential customers, but don't just throw them out there to throw them out there, because in doing that, you are potentially killing your sales. Right. Same thing goes with for free consultations. I could talk about that all day, every day. You know, if you're going to do them with reason. Know that you're going to strategically sell something and get them to opt into something. But if you're just doing free consultations and they're not going anywhere, you don't know how to make that next step to upsell to something that actually is paying. Either you need to reduce the time of the free consultations or not do them at all. Just real talk. Okay, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is broke, please fix it or get rid of it. Okay, so that was number 2. First thing I said to you guys, some people are struggling because they have no offers. Number 2, I said to you guys, some people are struggling because all they do is give away free offers all day, every day. That needs to be fixed. Okay. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm talking about thus far. Now, here's the deal. There are, because I mentioned to you all a couple of minutes ago that outside of what I'm sharing with you, I literally have 27 courses on blogging, on marketing, and sales. Sales is big. There are 2 courses in which I go into sales in more detail. Okay, one of them is how to convert browsers into buyers. That's number 1, my browser to buyer boot camp. And then Tequila, I think you were in that boot camp. And then number 2, triple X your success. I talk about how I generally generate sales in my business, how I sell, how I price, how I'm strategic about making sense of making money online. Triple X your success. Those are 2 courses in which I talk more about sales. Yes, I love that program. Awesome. Yeah, you were doing some good things in the browser to buyers. We had a lot of fun doing that one. So those are 2 courses in particular, especially for y'all who are trying to figure out pricing and freebies and strategically, selling your stuff. Those are 2 particular online courses that may be of interest to you. Again, All of my courses, my 27, you can find over at sistersense.com/27. Right now, that whole series is 97. It will not be for very long. It's going up to 497. So you want to make sure that you get that. Today is the last day. It's going to be 97. So either tonight or tomorrow morning, it's going up. So those are two courses in particular to keep in mind. So here is offer number 3. Y'all ready for offer number 3? Drop a yes in the comment box to let me know if you're ready for offer number 3. Thank you for the hearts, by the way, y'all. Here is offer number 3 that could potentially be hurting your sales right now. Okay? Number 3. The you tell me offer. You tell me. Okay? You may not know what the hell I'm talking about when I say the you tell me offer. So I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. You put this together for me. Yes. You know I got you. You know I got you. The you tell me offer. So somebody comes to you and they go, oh my goodness, I heard about you, or so-and-so talked about you, or I've been seeing you and I've been following you and da-da-da-da. I'm ready. I want this. How much is it? And your response to how much is it is, you tell me how much you're willing to pay. Hey, people do that all the time. Say yes if you've done that. Somebody says to you, well, how much is it? And you say, well, how much you got? You tell me how much, right? People do that for one of two reasons, okay? I'm not seeing any yes. Has anybody done that? Because I know folks do that all the time. So if you've done it before, you can admit it. You can admit it if you've done it before. But people do you tell me either for one of two reasons. So they're super excited that somebody has come in and aggressively said, listen, I want to work with you. They don't want the person to run away, right? Ron, this is not recently, okay, but you know what I'm talking about. They don't want the person to run away like a deer in headlights. So in the hopes that they can guarantee a sale, they're like, well, you tell me what you can afford, and then if you give me a number, I'll work with that number so that you get something that you want, and I actually bring in some money because I need some money right now. Bills got to be paid. Babies got to be fed. I need some money right now. So you are literally willing to work for peanuts when you do that. When you do you tell me, I'm telling you a couple of things about that. Let me tell you a couple of things about the you tell me offer, okay? Number one, there are no guarantees. So I've experienced this because I'm telling you these things that I've made mistakes of in my past, and I learned how to fix this stuff. You tell me doesn't necessarily work because you know, they'll probably throw out an offer. Then you'll say, okay, I'll take that offer. And sometimes they don't even buy. They just willing to see how little you might take. Or they just kind of curious. They just trying to pique interest, and they saying everything that they need to say. They throwing compliments at you like you Beyonce, making you feel all good. Girl, I'll pay anything. I got you. I'm ready to go. My credit card is out. And then they tell you a number and you go, okay, good. I'll take that number. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, you know, girl, I'll pay you next week. Or, oh my God, today they were good. And then 24 hours later, girl, my car broke down. My water heater broke. I had you yesterday, but today I don't got you. So you tell me doesn't necessarily work all the time, okay? That is number one to keep in mind. I'm laughing because these are just real experiences, y'all, and they happen all the time. Hey, welcome back. Lizzie, I thought you were here from before. Or you just saying hello like affirmation, because, you know, sometimes it's all about the tone. It could be hello like, hey, I'm coming, checking in, or hello like, I got you, I understand you, I'm feeling you, right? I've learned that the hard way. Okay, so you tell me don't always work. Also, have you accounted for the fact that when you say, well, you tell me what you can afford, their response is free? Free? Have you accounted for that fact that they say, well, girl, if you could work something out for a sister, if you could do a barter, if you could do a free 99, well, we could work together. And you like, wait a minute. You just take the book and just throw it to the side. Like, I thought you was coming to the table with some money. And you talk about barter and free 99. What the hell is this, right? They throw you off guard. So you tell me, well, so you tell me, does it necessarily work all the time, number one? And number two, when they throw that barter free 99 at you, how do you combat that, okay? So you give all your power away when you put the pricing in their court. You give all your power and all your control away. So let's talk about how you can fix that, okay? So here's example time. Y'all ready for the examples? Here is example time, okay? Number one, don't go the you tell me route in the hopes of closing a deal. You come off as insecure, and again, there's no guarantee. What you want to do is always be in control, number one, and number two, you always want to be confident. You always, always, always want to be confident when it comes to the things that you are selling, because people buy from confident business owners who know what they know, who value themselves, and can just say point blank, this is what it is. You either take it or leave it. When you are confident, they can see that you value your offer. When you are confident, they can see that you take yourself seriously and you take your business seriously. But when you do the you tell me route, they can see you a little bit shaky. They can sense that maybe you trying to close a deal right now because you trying to get some dolo in. There's a lot of psychology that goes into sales. And so you want to be in a space of control. Somebody said, peep game. Game recognize game, right? Game recognize game. So you have to be in a space where you are in control. This is why you're the master. I love you. I love you. You have to be in a space where you are in control. Don't matter if your light's about to get cut off tomorrow. They don't know. They don't need to know that. They don't know that. They don't need to know that. They don't need to sense that. Your financial situation should not dictate how you sell, how you operate in your business. Okay? Real talk. So be in control, number one, means you go in with your packages ready. I had to work on my blue steel face. Listen, you got to get that poker face. You got to get that poker face, right? You got to go in with your packages and your price points already laid out. Go in where you control the situation, okay? So let me give you an example of that. I'm working with one of my favorite people in the whole world. He's like my stepdad. And one of his people comes to me and says, oh my God, you know, John loves you. He recommended you. I did the website for his business. And she was like, I need you to do a website for me. Can you do a website for me? So I said, okay, yeah, I can do a website for you. She goes, okay, well, I want my website to look exactly like this website. How much would you charge? Well, it was very easy for me to give her numbers because first thing I do was just count the pages. I say, okay, well, I've got 3 packages. I do 5 pages for $7.95. I do anywhere between 6 to 12 pages for $9.95, 12 to 20 plus pages for $14.95. I said, right now you got about 11 pages, so that means that puts you right in the $9.95. I'm in control of the conversation. She goes, okay, I have this website. I have, you know, this is what it looks like. This is what I want. How much is it going to cost? Those are a lot of questions, right? When people come at you and they're ready to buy and they've got all these questions, you have to have answers because confidence comes in that control, okay? And so I was already ready with the answers. So she said, okay, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to go back to my organization. I'm going to come back to you, but this is great. I want a website. I'm ready, okay? So she literally comes back today. She calls me today. She said, I'm going to call you by next week, Thursday. She called me today, Wednesday. She was early. She was on time. She goes, okay, so I talked to my organization. We're really ready to go, but can you give us a discount? Can you give us a discount? So, you know, it's a moment when you want to be like, well, you tell me how much you want to pay for this website and we can work something out. No, could have said that, right? I could have said, well, you tell me what kind of discount you're looking for. How much money do you have in your budget right now, right? So now I'm playing the pricing game. No, not doing that. First thing I did was I had all my packages ready. That was number one. But she came back and was like, okay, well, can I get a discount, right? Looking for, you tell me, give me a free 99. My response was this, okay? You always have to be ready for those questions. I was just having this conversation. Ooh, okay, good. So hopefully this is juicy, and this is something that you guys can really dig into. You can lean into, right? So it just so happens that right now I am doing a promotional web design sale. Why? Because it's back to school time. It just happened to me. Okay, good. So a couple of y'all are like, ooh. So lean in. I know that folks spend a lot of money in the summertime. I know that for a lot of entrepreneurs. I've experienced this myself as a service professional. Sometimes the summer can be very slow. People pay for vacations. They pay for their kids to go on different trips and to go on camps and all that stuff. And then by the time September hits, funds are real tight. So I have back to school, back to business, seasonal promotions that I do. Remember, first thing I said to you guys is when you're doing free, you have to do free, but with a reason, okay? When you're doing promotions, is that Nala? Oh, looking for the cat. When you're doing promotions, same thing. All your promotions have to have a purpose. You can't just be throwing out a freebie or throwing out a 95% off discount just because you need a sale. There has to be a reason. Why is it 95% off? Is it because you got a bill that you need to pay today? Seriously. Sometimes you can't give stuff away for free if there's no reason behind it and there's no value behind it. You've got to have purpose in your promotions, all right? Welcome. So, number one, I said to her, well, right now I do have a promotion, and my 5-page package is actually $5.95 right now. Hey, welcome. Talking about how to not suck at sales. And so if you want, you can actually get the 5-page package for $5.95 because the promotion is right now for 3 people. Once the 3 people take it, it's gone. That's just my back to business promotion. It's there. It's gone. Webdesign.sistersense.com. $5.95, 5 pages. So I gave her that option. Hey, Nala. I knew the cat was around. She is looking for Din Din. That was option number 1 that I gave her. Option number 2, never assume that the reason people don't buy is because they're broke or they're looking for the cheapest option. Never assume that because you lock yourself in. It could be that, maybe they are looking for a solution that is the low price point solution. So, okay, I'm going to give you the low price solution because right now I'm doing an offer for $5.95, literally. So if you need a website, webdesign.sistersense.com. That's number 1. But it could be that she wants the best option, she just can't pay in full, right? So never assume that the reason people aren't buying is because you got your tripod. Yay! I'm selling tripods, y'all, for like $5. Leslie just got her tripod today. Good. Did you get your gift? Did you see I put a gift in there for you? But Leslie got her tripod, y'all. I'm doing like flash sales right now. $5, $10 over at flash.sistersense.com, like selling a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, honey. Good. I got to support my girls who support me. So see, I talked about freebies, y'all. Leslie purchased a tripod for me, and I gave her a gift with her tripod because Leslie is one of my favorite members of the Firestarter Circle. She always comes with the energy. She always makes me laugh. When she sends me messages and comments, she's always sending me, LaShanda, this is what I'm working on right now, updates. And so appreciating you, Leslie, when I talk about you appreciate, that's when you give free for a reason. See, real time. That's how it works. So, okay. Like I said to you before, right? Loving it. I know, right? I love it. I put it on my car wheel like 2 days ago when I was doing my Periscope in the car. I put it on my car wheel. don't assume that people, the only option you can give people when they say, well, I can't afford it and can you give me something cheap, is the cheapest option. Number one, that was one thing that I said. The other thing that I said was, listen, the cheapest option is the promotion at $5.95, but I can only do 5 pages. And your website, you got like 12 pages, right? And you really want a website with 12 pages. So if you want what you originally asked me for, then get the package from $9.95, and instead of paying $9.95 altogether, because it may be that you can't do the $9.95 altogether, take one of my payment plans. So I have a full, I have a 2-part, I have a 4-part, I even have a 12-week payment plan. So she can go either, because again, don't assume you understand the financial situation that people are in, and don't just listen to what they tell you at face value, because at the end of the day, what matters is what they click payment on and what they pay for. That's what matters. Not what you hear, not what you perceive, not what your anxiety and your devaluing mentality is telling you. Give them the options, okay? So either it could be that she goes, okay, you know what? $5.95 is what can work for us because that's the budget we're at. Or she goes, you know what? Really breaking that programming. She taught me that. Yes, you got to break that programming. Or it could be that she says, you know what? I came to you because I wanted a 12-page site. I really do want a 12-page site. I didn't know that I could pay $250 today to get you to start my 12-page site, but I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to pay $250 of my $9.95 to get started, okay? So that's something for you to keep in mind, okay? When it comes to being in a space where instead of you telling people, well, you tell me because you're afraid they'll run away, be in a space where you control the conversations either by strategically giving them promotions or having payment plans laid out for them that they can take advantage of, okay? So keep that in mind. You guys feeling that? Is this helping anybody so far? Hopefully it is. It's been a long time since I've done a scope this long. But yes, good. Mini-Me has like 7 minutes to bring his tail into this house. So let me see if he's going to be back in here in 7 minutes. But good. That's one of the nice things about being in the space that I am right now, y'all. Side note, some of you guys know I'm a Brooklyn girl, living in a North Carolina world, you know, going from apartment to living in a house, being in a space where I can sit on my porch and actually listen to my son playing at the neighbor's house. I didn't have that luxury. I was in the concrete jungle. So when it was playing, it was basically going out in the concrete in the apartment building and running around for a little bit and then going back in the house. I didn't have the luxury of grass and trees and porches and all that good stuff. So it's nice that I can hear him screaming over there and just kind of taking in that experience. But that's a side note, y'all. That's just me being in my feelings for 2 seconds. So that's nice. Yes, it is. So I said to you guys, I have 4 types of offers that can be potentially hurting your sales right now, right? So I did 3 of them so far. First, you don't have an offer, so no offers. I talked about how you can fix that. Number 2, all your offers are free. You just give it all away for free. I talked about a couple of things that you can do to fix that. Number 3, I talked about you being in a space where you say, well, you tell me. Giving them you tell me offers. You tell me how much you can afford, trying to see if you can get them to pay at any rate possible. The last one I'm gonna kick off in a second. Wow, now that's multitasking. Deep, you did not miss a beat. I can't miss a beat. See, look at that. I see him. I ain't gonna say nothing though. I see it. See, my baby knows. Hey, boo-boo. You got like 3 minutes, so it's pretty much time. You on time. Don't make that funky face. Go inside. I'll be done here in a couple of minutes. Dinner, book, bed. Don't make the funky face. You make the funky face, you won't be seeing nobody. You won't be playing with nobody. And you got a birthday party to go to on Saturday? Somebody might not want to go to a birthday party if they're making funky faces. Okay, y'all, going from mommy to mogul. Mommy to mogul. So let's talk about the last option. But before I do, let me tell you this. So I gave you a few recommendations just a while ago on You Tell Me and how you can be more strategic as far as your sales are concerned, how you can be more intentional as far as your sales are concerned. We are into the last quarter of the year. Okay, we are rocking out the final quarter of the year. And I have a training series. It's called How to Boost Your Holiday Sales. So Black Friday, this is back to business time, Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday sales, going into New Year's, what to do, New Year's sales, all that stuff. So it's a part of my flash sale, by the way, over at flash.sistersense.com. You'll see all the different goodies that I have. But look at the How to Boost Your Holiday Sales, because that is a training series that I put together. It's got a lot of good audios in there where I talk about how you can strategically prepare for the holidays, end of year, new year. Thank you for sharing that. Flash.sistersense.com. Rhonda is just awesome. Love my Rhonda. And it's over at flash.sistersense.com. So if you're interested in me talking to you more about these strategies, that bundle in particular is not a course. So it's not a part of my 27 courses. It is a separate training in and of itself. And again, you can get that over at flash.sistersense.com. But if you are interested in me talking to you more about sales and the different things that I strategically do, that's definitely something that you could consider taking a look at. Let me say this, by the way. Somebody caught me in my feelings, y'all. I did a Periscope one Sunday, and I said, I was talking about different things that you can do to feel accomplished in your business. And I said, by the way, a lot of the strategies that I talk about, I teach inside of my mastermind. And somebody said to me, no offense, but I'm not interested in your mastermind. And I was like... I didn't do the effect like real good. Like I had like what? Like you came on my Periscope talking about no offense, I'm not interested in your mastermind. Had me in my feelings for a little bit. But I was like, okay, no offense. Take it. You don't have to get in my mastermind. But at the end of the day, I say that because sometimes we do get in our feelings, and sometimes people do say things that, kind of like take us, aback or off guard. But I'm not going to not come on Periscope because you're not interested in my mastermind, you one person, because there are hundreds, if not thousands of people I talk to on that space. And I'm not going to be in a space where I go, well, somebody got, offended or wanted to be, smart or cynical or whatever the case may be by saying, well, no offense, I'm not interested in your mastermind. So maybe I shouldn't go on Periscope and sell, right? Maybe I should just go on Periscope and give a whole bunch of free information because I don't want to offend anybody, right? It's a LaShanda thing, I understand. Maybe I shouldn't do that stuff, right? Because I don't want to offend anybody. But one person, really? So I share that because, yes, it did have me in my feelings. And, yes, I was in a space where I was just replaying in my head, well, no offense, but I don't want your mastermind. No offense, I don't want your mastermind. I would have been like, girl, bye. I'm just being honest with you because we're human. And, it did play in my head. But eventually I was able to turn that off. Eventually, I was able to be like, okay, well, now the next Periscope, right? You can't let those things deter you. One monkey don't stop the show. I know that's right. My friend Rochelle says that all the time. One monkey don't stop the show. So you can't let other people deter you. You can't let one statement, one comment, one unsubscribe put you in a space where you want to just throw up your hands or give it all away for free or not say anything anymore because you're afraid of what one person or a few people will say. That is not how sales work. And there are going to be people, I love your hair. Thank you. There are going to be people who love you. There are going to be people who hate you, who fake hate you because they know they really love you. But regardless of what the situation is, you have to consistently sell if you want to create a business that is sustainable. You cannot hide from sales. You can't run away from sales. Either you sell or you pay somebody to sell for you. but there's no trying to be timid about it for the sake of not coming off as salesy or not coming off where you don't offend anybody. Because sometimes even when you don't try to, somebody is offended. Side note rant, but just had to make that be known. So here's the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, this is the last type of offer that may potentially be affecting your offers. Okay, Sister Sense is about those dollars. Yes, I am making sense of making money online. That's what you got to do, right? So here's the last one for you guys before I wrap up and do the bedtime stuff with my little mini me. You're in a space where you have one offer. So people come to you and you only have one kind of offer that you sell, okay? Could be that you have an offer that's $1. Could be that you have an offer that's $10,000. But you only have one offer. One mofo, take it or leave it offer, okay? And that could be something that's affecting you. Now, here are two sides of the spectrum. Like I said, could be you're in a situation where you only have one offer, like $1 offer. Now, $1 is just a low price point, but it's not the only price point. I'm just trying to make an example here. You're in a position where all your offers are like literally cheap. Or, you know, it could be at 97, but it's cheap in your circle. Really, you just have only one low price point offer. That's number one. Or you're in a situation where you only have one high price point offer. And, you know, there are some of you guys out there who go, I don't do anything less than 10K. If you're not giving me 10K, you ain't going to see me today. Either because that is your mentality, or you're trying to be like the coaches who tell you that low price point offers suck, and you're devaluing yourself at anything less than $500 for an hour, and so why would you ever consider doing something that cheap, right? So maybe you are part of that camp. But here's the reality of the situation. When you only have one kind of offer, you are only going to reach one kind of person. And I don't know about you, but I like to diversify, because more offers equal more opportunities to get paid. Okay? Real talk. So either you are in a space where you only do low price point offers, and I tell people all the time, if everything that you offer is either free 99 or 99 cents or $7 or $5, unless you are making a lot of sales, you are never going to see the kind of money that you want to see. Because remember, I said there are three things that people struggle with: either not making sales, not making enough sales, or people saying that they can't buy it, they can't afford it. And if you're in that space where you're not making enough sales, but you only have one kind of offer, and that's a low price point offer, that's why you're struggling, right? That's why you're struggling. Or you're in a space where you're like, look, it's 10K or no way. Then, you know, you got to coordinate. If you're in that space where it's like 10K or no way, either you're struggling because you don't know how to attract a 10K client to get that sustainability, or you're struggling because you're good when you get the 10K clients, but then when those dry up and you don't have anything else to sell, you're just kind of sitting there like, well, damn, shit. It's good when it's good, but it's gone when it's gone. Or somebody who said had a song, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Was it Janet? You might be in that situation, right? So I believe you have to have different types of offers, and that's something that I teach all the time. If you've been around me before, you know I talk about having 4 different types of offers: low price point offers, LPPs, high price point offers, HPPs, other people's offers via affiliates, and passive income offers, PIPs, passive income. Those are 4 different types of offers that I talk about all the time. I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, there's an app for that. Well, when people come for me, to me anyway, there's an offer for that. Regardless of where they are, or how much they can spend, I have an offer that I've prepared for them. And that's something that I had to learn, because I was afraid to price. Real talk, I was afraid to price. Back in the day, I was doing websites for $100. I was afraid to price for more reasons that I care to talk about right here. But at the end of the day, one of those reasons was, well, I was like, well, I can't afford a $5,000 website, so I'm not going to charge somebody $5,000. Why am I assuming that everybody is broke? I hear you. Why assume that everybody is in your boat that comes to you? That's bad thinking. That's not the right way of thinking. So I had to take myself out of that space, because if all you do is give people 97 or 7 or 5, assuming that they can't afford it, only because you think you can't afford it, or you've devalued yourself, you're leaving money on the table. Because there are people who come to you, and I've had this experience. There will be people who come to me who could drop $10,000 without blinking. Don't assume. Exactly. Don't assume everybody's broke. Because there are people who could come to you and drop $10,000 today without blinking, and you wouldn't know, because you don't have an offer for them. So they either going to go, well, $5. I ain't buying nothing for $5. I don't know what that is. I'm not about that $5 life. I need 5,000. So either they're not buying from you because they don't see the value in your low price point offer, because it's something that, it's too cheap for them. Or they're not coming to you because, real talk, you don't have anything for them, right? And the same thing is on the 10K side. There are people who come to you, and yes, they can drop that 10K, but there are people who come to you and over 12 months can give you $1,000, and over the course of a year give you 10K, but you wouldn't get that from them because you want your 10K today or no way. And you've completely locked yourself off to the person who could potentially work with you, but you have no means to work with them. Okay? So I want you to real talk, think about that for yourself. If you're in a position where you only have one kind of offer, the best strategy is the one that my girl Rochelle Shaw told me many moons ago when we started working together. Rochelle Shaw, the creator of the $1 Million Equation. She is like my favorite confidant, one of my first business partners, and if I could call anybody a mentor as far as business and sales is concerned, Rochelle would be that person for me. One of the first things Rochelle taught me was good, better, best. Good, better, best. Give them options, because there's going to be the person who wants the good offer, there's going to be a person who wants the better offer, and the person who wants the best. That teaching is tried and tested. Yes, 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 yes. It's tried, it's true, it's tested. It worked for me literally today. Literally today. It's getting dark, y'all, so I got to do this real quick before the porch lights don't help and you can't see me anymore. So, okay, 5-10 minutes and we wrap this up and I'm done. Literally today, I was talking to a client via email, and she said, LaShanda, you said you were going to work on an ebook cover for me. How much? How much? So I said to her, okay, well, first of all, go to graphics.sistersense.com, because like I said, folks say there's an app for that. When it comes to Sister Sense, there's an offer for that. When people come to me, I've been doing this for 16 years. I literally have an offer for practically everything. And when I don't have an offer, I make one. So she said to me, okay, I need that ebook cover. Where do I pay for it? I said, well, you could go to graphics.sistersense.com and you could pay for it. It's $60 and I'll do the ebook cover for you. But that's option number one. Now, I know, because I think about these things, and I know the person that I'm talking to. You got to know your audience. I know that you mentioned that you like 3D graphics and you like my banners, you like all that stuff. Here's option number two. If you want me to do the ebook cover and create some 3D graphics for you for the cover, I can do that for $95. Option number two. But wait, there's more. I said, I know that you're working on your ebook because you're using my template. She was one of the ladies in my mastermind. And I know you're using the template, but I noticed when you gave me the template to review, there were a couple of things that maybe you could clean up. Do you want me to go in the template, make it look completely professional for you? So do the cover, do the 3D graphics, and go in your template, clean it up, and make it professional. I do that for $145. I sent her back the email. I gave her good, better, and best. 3 options. I could have just said, hey, do the ebook cover. I could have just said, well, I'll just do the ebook cover for free. I could have said a lot of things. What I chose to say, here are 3 options for you. I want to say in maybe 10 minutes, I saw a PayPal ping, and she paid $145. She took the best offer. I can't assume that she wants free. I can't assume that she only can afford $60. I can't assume anything about the client because I don't know their life. I don't know their circumstances. I've had clients who are on subsidies and on the system, and they've taken their last. I had one of my clients, she had 3 kids. She was taking her subsidy check, and she said, LaShanda, you gonna make me this website. I said, okay. And actually, that was a learning experience because when she came to me and she told me her story and she told me she was on a subsidy, I wanted to just do the doggone site for free. I am writing my offers tonight. Listen, I wanted to do everything for free because I was like, oh my gosh, she got 3 kids. She's on welfare. She was like, girl, I'm taking the welfare check and paying you. Don't worry about that. Whatever you need, I got you. She's not even, I'm studying her bank account more than she's studying her bank account. She's like, I will take my last to pay you because I want this website done and I want you to do it. Don't assume anything about your clients, okay? Some of them will take good. Some of them will take better. Some of them will take best. You're responsible for giving them the 3 options, for not making assumptions and then sitting back and letting them make the decision. If they choose to walk away, it's okay. Don't be mad. Don't be upset. Don't be scared. Either they'll come back or somebody else will come back. You can't cry about money you didn't have anyway. Leave it at that. That's number 1. It's getting dark, y'all. Y'all can barely see my teeth right now, right? It's getting dark. That's number 1. Number 2, at the end of the day, people will surprise you. People will surprise you. I find that I close more deals. I talked about my triple X success training, which you can get as part of the bundle over at sistersense.com/27. I triple X my success in different ways. One of those ways is the 3 options. That gives me 3 times more opportunities to make sales because people will either close at the good option, the better option, or the best option versus just having that one offer. Okay? So that's something to think about, y'all. So those are the 4 potential ways that you may be killing your sales. And again, I wanted to do this so that I could talk to you about how to not suck at sales, at least how to get started. Awesome ideas. Good. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. If you are watching the replay, feel free to share it with your friends. You can email me, sistersense@gmail.com, sistasense.com. If you want to share your feedback or if you have questions for me, you can certainly do that. Thank you, sweetie, for sharing it with your followers. I appreciate that. Like I said, I have all of these amazing extra courses that you can take advantage of. Do you go over putting together your own clarity calls inside the bundle? I do go over putting together your call me pages inside the bundle, and when you get it, I can tell you exactly where to go to get access to it. My bundle is 27 courses. The retail rate is actually going to be $497 because when I do these courses, and a lot of you can attest to this because some of you guys have been in my trainings are $97. My trainings are $295, $145. If you were to buy each of these 27 courses when I did them live, that would be $2,700 for all 27 of them. I'm putting it in a bundle 1 because I want to make it easy for people to literally just get everything in one shot. And I'm putting it in a bundle, and it's $97 right now because I'm soft launching it, and I'm testing it, and I'm tweaking it. But it's been $97 for a couple of weeks. Today's the last day it's going to be $97, either tonight, but I got to read my son his bedtime story. Well, he has to read it to me because he does practice reading before he goes to bed. Hopefully Daddy is giving him his dinner because no dinner with Mommy tonight. But I got to do my mommy stuff. Either I'll do it tonight or tomorrow morning, but it won't be $97 for very long. It's going up to $197, $297, and then it's going to cap off at $497 for all of the offers in the online courses in that bundle. It's literally, I call it my best bundle ever. And again, it's over at sistersense.com/27. Now, I know that you can't see it because it got dark, but hopefully at some point you were looking at my t-shirt right now, and it's so dark you might not be able to see it. This is my BBWO. I could turn on the porch light, but I have to get up to do that and then go in the house. This is my Back to Business Black Business Women Online t-shirt. And one of the things I talk about is how you can create your own graphic tees. I did a print-on-demand intensive on how to create your own graphic tees and your own print-on-demand products in my Monetize Your Blog I can see. Okay, you can see a little bit, right? I did an intensive, and that's one of the things inside of my Monetize Your Blog course. Again, all 27 courses are over at sistersense.com/27. All right, so that's it for now, y'all. I have had an amazing time sharing with you guys. We shared until the lights went down. I will do my best to jump back onto Periscope real soon so that I can share more with you. Until then, stay focused, stay fired up, and have an amazing day. Mwah.